Okay, I know what you're thinking. I love Chuck Norris too, and we need to have a Chuck Norris billboard on our project. So how are we going to do that? So we're gonna do like a Google search for Chuck Norris, and so down here you have all kinds of options of what you can use Safari. That's fine. I used Chrome just because I have it open, and I searched Chuck Norris. This one. I need this one as a billboard on one of my buildings. So how am I going to make that happen? All I'm going to do is I'm literally going to take it, I'm going to drag it, and I'm going to drop it into Photoshop. And there it is. And it even made a new layer. So it'd be a really good idea to rename this. I'm going to call this Chuck is great, or Chuck is amazing, or Chuck's incredible, or whatever. But now I have this Chuck Norris thing. And it doesn't really look like Chuck is. So if I put him here, it doesn't really look like a poster. Now, if I put it like here and shrunk it down, then it would look like it's a poster on top of the building. But what if I want it to be a poster on the side of the building? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Chuck around, and I'm going to put him here, and I want him to be on the side of this building right here. How do we do that? Well, we go to this thing called Edit, and then we're going to go to this thing called Transform, and then we're going to find something called Distort. And so I go to Edit, Transform, Distort, and it looks the same, except now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this corner, and I'm going to drag it all the way over to this corner like this. And then I'm going to drag this corner, and I'm going to line it up with this line here. Now the problem is it's going to go behind one of the buildings, which is fine. I'm going to show you how to fix that in a second. And then I'm going to take this corner, and I'm going to line this corner up with the side of this building too. So you can see this black line here. So what I may do is I may put it here, and then I may bring this one up a little bit. I want this to be kind of straight across like this. And now it's starting to look like a billboard of Chuck Norris, and it's in what's called perspective. And so once I get it kind of lined up where I want it, I'm going to hit return. But you say, hey, wait, this building's in front. How do I fix that? Here's how it works. I'm going to take my magic wand tool, and I'm going to jump back to my building and roads layer like this, and I'm going to select the top of this building like so. And then I'm going to jump back to Mr. Norris, and I hit delete. And so you can see it cut that out, but it's not quite perfect yet. I would really like to see the black line there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my arrow tools, I'm going to leave it selected. I'm going to take my arrow tools, my arrow key, and I'm going to nudge it up a little bit. And then I'm going to nudge it to the left, or I'm sorry, to the right a little bit. And then now I'm going to hit delete. And so now you can see that it looks like a billboard on this building that's being obstructed by that building. And of course, we can move it around and kind of work it a little bit. But that's basically how it works. So if I want to have a billboard on something, then I need to find the picture, which is going to be online. I'm going to drag it over, and then I'm going to use the Edit Distort tool. So let's see if we can find another one real quick. And you can skip this if you caught all that. But say you didn't. I really want to have Chuck Norris. This one. I would like to have this one on top of a building over here. So I'm going to take Chuck. I'm going to drag him over. There he is. And I'd really like Chuck to look like a billboard on this building right here. So I'm going to kind of line him up. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit more so I can see things a little bit better. And I'm going to take my move tool, and again I'm going to use my nudge to my arrow keys. I'm going to kind of nudge it so this corner lines up kind of perfectly. I'm going to zoom out a little tiny bit by holding Option, and then I'm going to go to Edit, Transform, Distort, and then grab this corner and drag it this way so it lines up here. And I'm going to take this corner and drag it this way so it lines up here, and then I'm going to take this corner, lines up here. Now when I'm done, I hit return, and there it is. So now when I zoom out, see, it looks like a billboard of Chuck Norris. And then if you decide that you're more of a Mr. T fan, or 5 Seconds of Summer, or whatever cruddy band you're listening to now, I can take my little eyeballs and turn them off so that I can ignore them if I would like. So there you go.